hanging, everyone? It's time to review Mr. Robot Season 1, Episode 7, titled, well, View Source. This is a spoiler review. If you guys have not seen the episode, go to usa.com/MrRobot. Watch the full episode there. I highly recommend you guys, definitely for sure. And real quick, Fantastic Four review out. Also, the movie with Jason Bateman and Joel Edgerton and Rebecca Hall, The Gift. That review is out. And I review many TV shows. Those of you who are new, I'm also reviewing Fear the Walking Dead in the upcoming weeks. Fear the Walking Dead, The Bastard Executioner, and that's what I'm announcing as of right now. But yes, check out those, man. And check out the channel. Feel free to click on. And I have movie, TV shows. I even do some skits, even making fun of the Fantastic Four. So just check them out because America. If you're not from America, God bless you. How you doing today? Mr. Robot fans? Who is MrRobot.com? By the way, check it out. I haven't checked out the site yet, but they're always advertising it, so you have been warned. You know, if I have the mask on, the anonymous mask, everything really awesome. Let's get right to it, guys. So, first off, it should take me less than 2 minutes to recap the episode, give you my pros, cons, final score. You know the big deal. So, Elliot meets Shayla. It's a flashback, and I was like, who's in her room? Is some guard in her room or something? Like someone's gonna fight him or something, or make trouble. It was Sheila, and it took me a while to realize it was Sheila, Sheila, and I was like, oh, that's so awesome, you know, really cool. And then it jumps from present day when she was killed. Sheila was killed last week. It jumps a month later, and he is done with therapy. Elliot's done, and he signs it, and the girl's like, you know, we could really do more therapy. He's like, no. So Gideon gives him advice, basically, Elliot, and he starts seeing people like, he's saying like who we really are and everything. Like one person says I'm afraid of sex, one person says like I eat a lot, you know, type of thing, like who you really are type of thing. And there's a thing going around called the White Rose, and they need the Dark Army, basically. Mr. Robot and the F Society need Dark Army for help. Tyrell fires 3 guys. This is one of the best scenes out of the episode because they're talking really just about like, oh, this girl that like, you know, boom boom, you know, she did a BJ and everything. And Tyrell's like, William. And he's like, yeah, boss. He's like, I don't know. He's just like, oh, how's your kids doing? Hell if I know. I don't know. I sent them to like blah blah blah, an educational school, something like that. Oh yeah? How's it gonna work if you don't have, you know, a job? You're fired! And he spit and everything. And you know that's intense when he spit, man. You're fired! And I was like, J. Jonah Jameson over here. Peter, you're fired. And like, he fired all 3 of the guys. I was like, damn, Tyrell is just in a bad mood. Why are you firing us, sir? What did we do? Nothing. It's because you weren't doing nothing. You were sitting down talking about gutter things, sir. We talked about that when we were with your friends, but not in the office. Wrong. Anyway, Mr. Robot scores. He scares Romero, and Romero has a gun and everything, and he's like, oh, I thought it was one of those hoodlum type of things, and I need you back at F Society, Romero. You know I'm crazy. And he's like, BAM! And he just scares him, and Christian Slater's wave is, he scared me for a second. I'm like, I better say yes to this guy before I get shot. So Angela talks to Colby. He ends up talking about her sucking his balls and everything. I was like, yeah, I rain check, you know, you were kind of like really uncomfortable there. And she was just kind of like, you know, like in a daze. So the rapper is done with Darlene, the guy who works for the Dark Army. You know, hey, check out number 2, man. Buy my album. That guy, she's done with Darlene, man. Colby wants to talk to Angela after she left. He calls the lawyers and everything. He's gonna answer what she wants, and she's like, she goes to him and she's like, when my mom died, were you laughing and everything when you made the decision? When my mom died? And at that moment, everything just, you got sad. It was a very depressing moment. And Tyrell and Scott's wife, Scott Knowles is like the new CTO or something, and now they're at the party at night, and she meets him up at the roof, and they talk like, you know, my husband's gonna fire you and everything, and they do a little kissing. And he ends up, I thought he was just playing around, like choking wise, you know, like, oh, okay, little kinky there or whatever. And then he starts choking her for real. I'm like, you should only do it for like less than 10 seconds. I mean, what are you doing? And like, he's like, ah, and she's struggling, and Tyrell kills Scott's wife. And I was kind of like, she was a tattletale. Justify that. But still, I mean, there's witnesses. I don't know if there's witnesses, but I'm pretty sure one person in the whole world saw it. Like, witnesses! Witnesses! And he had to like go and like kill them all or something. But still, Tyrell was like, he's crazy because like crying and everything, like having a mental breakdown. I was like, yikes. Throw her off the building, but he never did. He just ran away. Why don't you throw her off the building so her body could just like liquefy when she falls down to the ground? Pretty simple, but whatever. So that was intense, dude. Tyrell just was crazy this whole episode. And Elliot returns to therapy, and he reveals to her that he has hacked her and everything, and that he hacks people, the good, the bad, his co-workers, his friends. And like, you're lonely, you watch porn, like, hey, no, blah, blah, blah. And basically, he even Elliot gets sad. He's not just a robot. He's like, I don't want to be lonely anymore. The loneliness, man, and everything. And I was like, I know how it feels, Elliot. Yeah. We could all do this together. If you're watching this, I know you're lonely too. Nah, I'm playing with you. I'm playing with you. Or am I? Pretty sure you are lonely, but whatever, that's your problem, not mine, because I'm pretty good. Either way, how you doing? Let's get right to it, guys. Mr. Robot. Am I discouraging the audience? That's what F Society does. Maybe I'm part of F Society, you don't know that. Either way, how did I think? I'm kidding you guys. What did I think about Mr. Robot, the pros and cons? The pros first, Tyrell. Awesome acting. He's not in many scenes either, but with the scenes he's in, like 3 scenes I think, fantastic acting. And I literally, and a part of me, when he even the Fire of the Guys, I was like, Emmy nomination. Not everybody deserves an Emmy nomination, but him, I was like, this guy has really been focusing on his character the whole season, man. I thought he was going to be some annoying character the first time I saw him. I'm like, gosh, this guy's going to be a villain. He is a villain, but they're just building his story so great. I just can't stop but be a fan of Tyrell. Elliot, man, everything that he did this episode, and we don't see Elliot a lot, that's a con. We're going to get to that in a minute, but Elliot himself, he was awesome, and he finally was breaking down at the end and crying. He was going to drop a tear, so I enjoy that so much, seeing Rami Malek coming to life on screen. I freaking love what Elliot did this episode. I love the opening when he made Sheila and like the cure, disintegration. I was like, oh, that's awesome. Keep the dog, you filthy animal. I was like, good old days right there. I mean, it was like, I don't know how long ago, but that was pretty awesome. I'm sorry, I haven't talked to you. It's been a while. It's been a month, blah, blah, blah. But he was actually not talking to us. He was talking to the therapy person. The music in here. There was some cool music in here. That was pretty awesome, like 2 or 3 music things. That was really cool to hear. The acting, again, every actor in here does a fine job. The actresses, no problem there. I love the ending where he basically reveals, and she has to keep the, like, you're my patient, but you're not technically my patient now because you signed off, but like, you left me, but still, I gotta keep your secret. Also, Mr. Robot, even though Christian Slater came out one time in this episode, 2, 3 times actually, very powerful performance as always, Christian Slater. Angela and Colby, I don't like Angela as a whole, but Angela and Colby, just the scenes that they did, really brought down, like, the second part of the, like, after when he's like on the deck and everything and she's in the house, that was really intense. And the directing also, I really do enjoy directing every week with Mr. Robot, and it was sad this week, very depressing, and it's making my head hurt right now. The cons, not much of Elliot. He's only like in 3, 4 scenes, and that's it. He's missing through the second part of the episode. Not much of Mr. Robot. Yeah. Also, Angela and the lawyer scenes, I don't care. That lawyer, when I see her, and I'm sorry, but when I see her, I'm like, oh, they could have picked a better lawyer. They could have picked a better, like, looking lawyer, but whatever, you know. I'm literally thinking, like, sometimes it just, no, I need to see something better. Hey, nothing against it. I'm pretty sure she's playing a character, and it's not really her, the way she dresses and everything in the morning, but gosh, it's like, no. Please, you could have picked a better lawyer. But still, you know. Yeah. Also, Tyrell should have threw her off the roof. You think I might learn from you. Sometimes you don't learn. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give Mr. Robot a B+. It's a very good episode, man. I enjoyed this one a lot. Next week looks even way freaking better, man. But this one was way better than last week's episode. Very disappointed by last week's, I believe. This one just made me way more, very depressing, but emotionally wise. Gideon was giving some advice to Elliot that he used. He finally went back to therapy. He's getting the help he needs. I literally thought he was going to do some morphine in the beginning, but then again, it was right when he met Sheila and everything, and Sheila, that was really heartwarming there, and actually it made you miss Sheila, even though we weren't really that connected with Sheila. Comment down below, let me know what did you think about this Mr. Robot episode, and until next time, I'll see you next week for more Mr. Robot. May the Spock be with you always.